the beginning of the end. But just as the club was reaching its milestones, came the hardest blow. The first chip on the block was when Neymar decided that he wanted to leave Messi's shadow, with his desire to win the Ballon d'Or the focal point. When PSG came calling, the Barcelona board couldn't say no to an extraordinary offer. Neymar joined Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, in what was then the most expensive transfer in football history. In hopes to do some damage control, Barcelona invested in Philippe Coutinho, who at the time seemed like a promising replacement and the ideal player to bring skills, vision, and goal scoring on the field. Barcelona added Coutinho to the team with a hefty transfer deal of $140 million from the Neymar sale. But the gamble didn't pay off as expected, and the Brazilian player failed to find his rhythm in the team, making the devoted fans yearn for Neymar in his absence and the losses piling up on the field. Investment in youth, a complete failure. It seemed as if these investments in the youth continued to fail miserably. The club found itself looking for solutions to reclaim its former glory. This led them to acquire Ousmane Dembélé, a young and passionate talent preparing to unleash his full potential with Borussia Dortmund. But it seemed as if fate had other plans for FC Barcelona as their dark days continued. Dembélé spent more time on the treatment table than on the pitch, with hamstring niggles and calf issues plaguing his Barca career. Barcelona's hope to revert to their original magic was stomped on by Dembélé often spending his time on the benches. His absence affected the team's flow and diminished Barcelona's efforts to play efficiently and smoothly. But he wasn't the only failed investment. Arda Turan was signed to add some versatility in the midfield. However, due to his transfer ban, he wasn't able to play till 2016. And even when he got a chance, he struggled with the team's rhythm extensively, leading him to be loaned out to Istanbul Başakşehir in 2018. Andre Gomez was another talented midfielder who just couldn't showcase that talent on the field, leading to his permanent move to Everton in 2019. Barcelona's greatest loss and Messi's final goodbye, moving on to the day the world stood still and watched Barcelona lose its building block. You would have thought this was the end of Barcelona's unlucky streak. But what's coming next is what no expert or fan would have predicted. This moment is exactly what left the football world in utter chaos and anticipation. As one of the most important events in Barcelona's history, the club had come to the depressing decision to let Leo Messi, arguably the best player to play the game, leave Barcelona on a free transfer. Despite the club's obvious desire to keep Messi, they were unable to register him due to the league's salary cap rules. In a deeply emotional farewell, both for the fans and the player, Messi failed to hold back his tears as he bid farewell to the club that started it all. Messi stated his deep love for the team and his teammates, but because of financial constraints, they had to split ways in a rushed and dreaded manner. Fans all over the world mourned the end of an era and the loss of true natural talent, leaving a strong dent in Barcelona's legacy. Desperate times call for even desperate measures. Selling the future for the present is a gamble only Barcelona knows how to take. And boy, were everyone's fingers crossed. Barcelona was faced with a grave financial decision that could have left them in the ruins, which was selling their valuable assets to fund player transfers. Due to the incredibly high wages of these players, Barcelona was putting itself in a position to suffer utter and complete monetary ruin. To continue keeping these players in the team, Barcelona had to sell its assets. But in an effort to rejuvenate the squad, the club also had to part ways with some of its most valuable players. After Messi's departure, the club's stocks plummeted aggressively, forcing them to sell its assets. Though these farewells received a mixed reaction, some say these transfers were meant to secure fresh, driven, and passionate talent to reignite the team's flame. Others say it's to compensate the damage done by Sandro Rosell and Josep Maria Bartomeu, previous presidents of the club who have been investigated over alleged tax fraud and money laundering. Demolishing memories seat by seat, Barcelona are rebuilding their stadium in 2023, but a temporary shift to a temporary stadium means the loss of their main source of income, ticket sales. Camp Nou, the sacred ground that witnessed Barcelona's countless victories, now stood on the brink of renovation. As the construction machinery tore down the structure brick by brick, it promised hope for the future of Barcelona and its fans. But it means that Barcelona loses approximately 145 million euros from stadium activities, a huge dent in their already struggling finances. The stadium was supposedly increasing its housing from 90,000 to 105,000, allowing more passionate fans to see their favorite players in action. The reform should be completed by the 2025-2026 season at the latest. Beginning of a new era. So sit comfortably, Barcelona fans, because this isn't the only reform taking place for the better. With Xavi Hernandez at the helm, there is hope for all Barcelona fans around the world. Fans from every corner of the globe expressed their unrestrained excitement and eagerness upon Xavi's arrival. His understanding of Barcelona's playing techniques on the field allowed fans to place their trust in him and his skills. Under Xavi's guidance, Barcelona went through a much-awaited transformation. His strategic approach, which focused on fluid passing, mindful positioning, and continuous oscillation of attackers, earned undeniable praise and support. The fruits of Xavi's labor were shown as Barcelona won the 2022-2023 La Liga, causing fans all around the world to be in an uproar. A fierce sense of competitiveness was instilled as Barcelona once again faced Real Madrid. The intense match between the two powerhouses caused fans all around the world to grip the edge of their seats. Every match was a cliffhanger, keeping fans holding their breaths until the last whistle. The steady confidence that Xavi created in his players was shown in his calm and collected demeanor when coaching from the sidelines. As Barcelona rekindled their determination, the world was reminded of the essence of this rivalry that will forever fuel the football world. Under Xavi's stewardship, FC Barcelona is fast on track for the race to glory. Unveiling the Knights in shining Blaugrana jerseys, and as good coaches need good players, the club decided to make other essential changes, including strategic signings of multiple promising players. Robert Lewandowski is one of them. Known for his ability to naturally find the back of the net, Lewandowski's arrival from Bayern Munich to the team stirred a sense of excitement among the fans. Barcelona had an even more dangerous front line, with Lewandowski in charge of the attacking line, increasing their chances of winning. His lethal position on the field allowed him to add new dimensions into Barcelona's attacking play. Another addition to the team is Rafinha, a versatile winger. His undeniable pace, technical skill, and assisting strategies make him the perfect fit for Barcelona's brand of play. A fan favorite and truly talented Gavi is also brought into the team at just 17 years old from La Masia. The young midfielder's performance in crucial matches prove him to be one of the most essential members of the team. Another La Masia graduate, Pedri, is said to have exceptional technical brilliance and control. He has easily and quickly become a key member in Barcelona's resurgence. Fans have showed their support for the new additions to the team with strongly pulsating hearts. Even senior players have lowered their wages so the club can sign players for more depth in the squad. With players like Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba passing the torch to the fiercely talented new players, Barcelona has laid the groundwork for its team's upcoming success. These changes have renewed a sense of trust among the fans, reminding them that Barcelona's better days are just within reach. With the perfect integration of new talents, owning the famous Blaugrana jersey, and Xavi at the helm, Barcelona breathed new life into their squad and hopefully their title challenges on all fronts.